Yeah, really, I'm looking forward to Sunday morning for us, Saturday night there. And speaking of UFC 261, I was just curious to know what are your predictions for the three title fights?
Here to talk about Valentina first. Okay. So Valentina Shevchenko, I mean, besides being my favorite female MMA fighter, is I think the most well-rounded mixed martial artist. I mean, people are going to argue about that, saying that Amanda Nunes is the most and has proven to be the best, given that she's beaten Valentina Shevchenko twice and everybody else in both the divisions that she competes in. And so I think that Valentina Shevchenko does everything with so much precision. She grapples with precision. She strikes with precision. Everything is calculated. There's no wasted movement. There's no waste. Even her feints, nothing's wasted over there. Everything she does with purpose. So I don't see her losing this fight in any way because she's fought people with the same style as Jessica Andrade before, and yeah, I don't see this fight going any other way because Valentina is just so good in so many different ways, and she's got so many more weapons than Jessica Andrade does. So I think that Valentina takes this fight either by knockout or just ends up outpunching her for 5 rounds, just because of Andrade's sheer toughness.
Just so sorry. So you see this fight going 5 rounds then?
If we don't get an early finish, then yes, definitely 5 rounds because
How would you
Shevchenko,
define early?
as much as she has this knockout power, she has that knockout power when she's explosive and pretty early on in the fight. So unless it's in the second half of the second round, I don't see her knocking Andrade out in the third round because Andrade gets stronger as the fight goes on, and that's the only thing that actually works in Andrade's favor over here. So if she can have it out, if she can take Valentina Shevchenko down and beat her, and keep her keep her on her back, that's the only way she's going to win that fight. But if Shevchenko is to finish her, I think that it's either early on in the first round or super late in the second round. But if it goes beyond the third round, I don't see her finishing Andrade till at least till she's outpointing her.
Interesting. I'd probably call a second round finish for Valentina as well. Yeah, I'm not like, I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, I see some fights going to decision, but some of them I just like. When it comes to predictions, it's all about having fun. So I'm just going to call second round Valentina. I agree with actually everything that you said. I just want to see if, she stands true to that. And, the next one that we have on the card is Zhang Weili versus Nama Yunus.
So yeah, uh, that fight. That fight's a bit of a tough one because Weili is so good everywhere in MMA, but I've never seen her grappling be tested. Right? Even against a grappler like Andrade, when Andrade did fight her, all Weili did to win that fight was stand in the clinch and use her size advantage against Andrade. But Nama Yunus has a far more complete grappling skill set, and definitely a more complete grappling skill set than Joanna Jędrzejczyk did. Right, so she's got the striking to beat a person like Joanna, and she's got the grappling to beat a person like Andrade, or to avoid the sheer power and raw strength of Andrade. So um, I think that Weili wins this fight if it goes to a decision. But if one person is to finish the other, I think it's going to be Rose either submitting Weili or knocking her out in the second or third round.
Card prediction. If you had to predict one rather than six, see, we all know it might go. If it doesn't end in a KO, it's going to go to decision. But if you had to make a prediction, what's your bold prediction?
Fair enough. I think Weili takes it by unanimous decision
Interesting.
or by split decision. I think but I think decision goes Weili's way.
You know what? I'm gonna go for a really finish, but around the third round. I'm gonna try and see if this prediction holds true. And as far as Usman Masvidal goes, what do you think of the probability, or is the probability of an upset by Masvidal, or do you think Usman walks out there with the strap once again?
I think if Masvidal is to finish Usman, it's when he's had some time to feel Usman out. So I think it's late in the second round or early in the third round when he finishes him. Otherwise, if it goes beyond that, then I know Usman is that type of 5 round fighter who can fight 5 rounds, who can wear on Masvidal and beat him up. But again, like if I have to give a bold prediction, I think Usman takes this by decision or by finishing Masvidal in third or the fourth round.
Yeah, I think I'd probably if Usman was to knock Masvidal out, I think for the past couple of days I've been saying third round, but the more I think about it, I think Usman's capable of finishing Masvidal off in the fourth or fifth round. And the reason I say fourth or fifth is because I think Jorge's cardio and conditioning is very very durable. Like you've seen him go the distance, at least like 4 rounds with Nate Diaz. And even in his previous fight with Usman, if it wasn't for that clinch control, right, where Usman put a lot of pressure on him, the man still came out like he was ready to go for another 3 rounds. You don't see that often when you fight against Usman. So I think both these guys have excellent cardio. Usman has got he's got an astonishingly strong chin. Like the man can take punches. So I don't see this fight ending before the third round. Even after the Kobe fight, right? So yeah, if it was anything, I think I'd say Usman finishes Masvidal off in the fourth round. And I want to see if that holds true. So yeah, man, shit, this is awesome. Thank you so much for doing this, and I can't wait. I'm gonna be catching this card live, and we hope so do you guys. So we'll see you guys in the next episode whenever that happens, and until then, thank you so much for joining us on little Jab Cross Hook podcast. Patent pending, not done yet, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.